Incarnon weapon is a weapon that has its own group and distinguishes themselves compared to the other weapons. That's because Incarnon weapons got its own uses. And what I mean is that its power is massively stronger compared to the most weapon you have. If we try to take a look at Incarnon weapons, you can notice that they really can become a strong weapon that in most scenarios, if you got one of two of these weapons, you surely can use these weapons all over the world. But how impactful can these weapons will be when we got access to these weapons? That's what we try to take a look in this video to see that how is it really done to this game. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. When we talk about Incarnon weapons, we know that it's referring to the 5 weapons that we all know: Fenmore, Phalanx, Latham, Paradox, and Anodem. It is true, because this Incarnon weapon is actually first released in the Angel of Zariman's update, which allow us to get access to this weapon. What we know about Incarnon weapons is that it can actually get what we know as an Incarnon form, where it can be much stronger compared to the base form. But until right now, we can surely say that not all can use this one, because Phalanx didn't use it that way, as we know that Phalanx Incarnon form is slightly worse than we expected. But the reason why we call it as Incarnon, it's not just only because of the Incarnon form. Instead, the main reason they can be Incarnon form is because of the evolution perks. Without this evolution perk, you can't even enter the Incarnon form. That's right, the Incarnon form is actually start from the evolution perk 1. Without this evolution perk, it will be nothing. But think again, the reason why what I call as the first generation Incarnon weapon can become so strong is not because of the Incarnon form or just only because of the evolution perks. Instead, if you compare the first generation Incarnon weapon and the second generation, you'll notice the main difference is that the second generation only have 4 evolution perks, while the first generation got 5. If we don't take a look at the melee weapons, you can notice that the first generation gun Incarnon weapon actually got the strongest 5th evolution perk, which can increase the damage drastically. Because of this evolution perk, it makes the first generation gun Incarnon weapon relatively strong that until right now, these weapons still has its own main power. But take a look at the second generation Incarnon weapon. We can't even call them as Incarnon weapon really, because they're not technically just like the first generation. That is why when I talk about Incarnon weapon, I cannot just specifically talk about the first generation 5 or the second generation. Instead, I will just classify Incarnon weapon as the weapon that has the Incarnon form. That's what I usually call. The main reason here is that the second generation already had a few of them that can become an Incarnon weapon, where they just only have 4 evolution perks, which seems to be underrated, but these actually bring a huge game impact on certain weapons. If we take a look at the first generation Incarnon weapon, we know that the 5 weapons already quite strong by themselves. But take a look at the second generation, we know that it's not all of them are quite strong in their base form. So take a look at the Lex and the Strun that I have right now. You can tell that Lex and Strun can be useful, but not as strong as certain weapons did. But if they access the Incarnon form, oh boy, this is just game breaking. It just changed them into a totally monster of damage. Based on this, we can surely know that Incarnon form can make certain weapons strong or even broken. Like the first generation, except Phalanx, other weapons will make themselves strong into broken. While for second generation, because most of the weapon that has the Incarnon form are mostly those weak weapons, thus it made these weak weapons become strong or even stronger than most meta weapon can be. This is why I think that Incarnon weapon can actually become a devastating weapon that somehow can be game breaking and even break the game. So, how to think about it? In the very beginning, in this Angels of Zariman update, the Incarnon weapon is a very unique and a strong weapon that we know, and we really like to use these weapons, especially when the Duviri Paradox update will introduce other weapons that can also gain access to the Incarnon form through the Incarnon Genesis. It somehow makes certain weapons become viable and become stronger than we ever expected. And right now, we can surely say that certain weak weapons become highly used thanks to the Incarnon genesis and provide them the Incarnon form. Not to mention that the evolution perks really make certain weapons become devastating that they can really break the game at some point. That is why I really think that I enjoy this. But I am afraid that these game-breaking things can somehow get patched soon enough. This is what I worry about. But for now, let's enjoy this to the fullest, shall we? If this is your first time watching, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss out any newest contents from me. Why not leave your comments down below if you got any ideas or thoughts you want to share with all of us. And that's it from me, and as always, I will see you all next time. Bye bye!